The story begins with Adam Hitchens, a British ecologist who moves with his wife Claire, their baby Finn, and their dog Iggy to a remote village in Ireland. Their new home sits beside a dense forest that's about to be cut down, and Adam wants to collect samples for his research before it's destroyed. While Claire starts repairing the old house, Adam ventures into the forest with the baby and Iggy. The forest feels ancient, quiet, yet alive. As he collects samples, he notices a strange dark slime oozing from a tree trunk. Curious, he scrapes some into a container, unaware that it will mark the beginning of his nightmare. Moments later, he realizes Iggy has wandered off. Adam follows the barking dog through the thick trees until they reach an abandoned structure. The walls are half-built, the roof missing, the floor scattered with old planks and debris. Grass grows through the wood, showing that construction stopped long ago. In one corner, the decaying body of a dead animal lies twisted in an unnatural position. Adam puts on gloves and examines it with his magnifying glass. The creature's back bears a long wound filled with the same dark slime he saw on the tree. A chill runs through him. Something about this fungus feels alive. Back at the house, a man named Colm Donnelly arrives with his son. Claire sighs heavily. It's not their first visit. Colm disapproves of Adam's presence in the forest, claiming it's dangerous and forbidden land. He warns that Adam's actions are provoking things best left alone. Eager to end the confrontation, Claire promises Adam will speak to him soon. When Adam returns, he's thrilled with his samples and barely listens to Claire's concerns. Later, while examining the samples under a microscope, he watches in fascination as one cell attacks another, infecting it until the second one becomes identical to the first. Contamination. That night, Claire is putting Finn to sleep when she notices dark liquid dripping from the ceiling, the same black slime. She calls Adam to check the attic. He goes up and gets distracted by some old records, failing to notice the corner of the wall where black strands are spreading like hair. He tells Claire it's just humidity and returns to his microscope, showing her images of a parasitic fungus called cordyceps. He explains how it invades an ant's brain, controls it, and spreads through the colony. Claire finds the topic disgusting, but Adam talks about it with eerie excitement. Their conversation turns affectionate, but before things go further, Finn's cries echo through the baby monitor. Claire rushes upstairs and hears a crash, glass shattering, then screaming. She finds the window broken, and the baby crying uncontrollably. Adam inspects the damage and assumes someone threw something through the window. He suspects Colm, revenge for not meeting him earlier. When the police arrive, they dismiss it as a bird collision, but their tone suggests something deeper. The officer warns Adam that the locals believe the forest belongs to the Hallow, ancient beings of folklore, fairies, goblins, and other creatures that punish intruders. Adam laughs it off, but the warning lingers. The officer also mentions that Colm once had a daughter, Cora, who vanished in the woods years ago. Colm believes the Hallow took her. Later, Adam decides to gather evidence to prove Colm is behind everything. As he photographs the window from outside, he hears movement in the bushes. When he flashes his camera, he catches a glimpse of glowing eyes staring back, gone in a blink. Iggy growls, fixated on the shed. Adam hears what sounds like a human whimper inside, but finds nothing except old junk. As he leaves, the shed door creaks open again, and a faint sound of a baby crying is heard. The next morning, Adam promises Claire he'll fix the window and speak to Colm. Claire stays home while he drives into town with Finn. While cleaning, Claire discovers the black slime has formed a grotesque fungal growth on a bedsheet. Iggy begins growling at the forest before running off. In town, Adam takes the broken window to a glazier named Thomas, who knows about his forest research. Thomas bluntly warns him, the bird that attacked his house wasn't an animal, but a manifestation of the Hallow. He insists that Adam's interference in the woods has drawn them to his family. Back home, Claire gets a surprise visit from Colm and his son. Terrified, she demands he leave. Colm insists he isn't crazy and warns her again. They're all in danger. He leaves behind an old book filled with warnings about the Hallow. On his drive back, Adam nearly hits Colm on the road, and the two exchange angry looks. As Adam continues through the forest, the car's radio malfunctions. Lights flicker, the steering wheel locks, and the car swerves wildly before he slams the brakes. The newly fixed window shatters again. When he checks under the hood, he finds the engine covered in black slime. Suddenly, something slams the hood shut and knocks him unconscious. When Adam wakes, it's dark. He's trapped in the trunk, hearing the baby cry. Something huge is shaking the car, slamming it violently. Shadows of monstrous shapes flash past the windows. Panicking, Adam rips through the seat, grabs Finn, and escapes into the night. The car is covered in claw marks. At home, Claire is startled to see Adam carrying a rifle. He tells her it's for protection. Suddenly the lights go out. Windows shatter one by one. Adam sends Claire and Finn to the bedroom while he investigates. He hears screeches and fires his gun, only to realize it was just his camera's flash going off. The house has been torn apart. Furious and frightened, Adam mocks Colm's warnings and his ridiculous book, but Claire insists they leave. Before leaving, Adam finds Iggy in the shed. bloody, with one glowing red eye. Horrified, Adam believes Colum is behind it and takes the family toward the car, but Iggy breaks free, runs into the woods, and disappears. The couple rushes to the car, now covered in sticky filaments. Then, from the forest, dozens of horrifying creatures emerge, humanoid figures crawling toward them. Claire floors the accelerator. The car starts, but the creatures are fast, throwing slime and breaking windows. A pale, zombie-like girl appears on the road, and Claire swerves. The car crashes down a slope. With no choice, they run back to the house. Inside, Adam peeks through the keyhole, and something strikes his eye. The door shakes violently. Black slime oozes through the keyhole. When he shines his flashlight, the creature recoils in pain. Light hurts them. Adam decides to power the generator. He leaves Claire and Finn in the attic, telling her to keep it locked. Outside, he finds the shed covered in slime. In the attic, moisture spreads unnaturally fast, wood cracking apart as claws punch through the ceiling. A long, sticky arm reaches in, searching for Claire's face. Adam finally gets the generator running. Bright light floods the house. The creatures scream and vanish. But when he grabs an iron bar, his hand burns. Slime oozes from his palm. Looking in the mirror, his infected eye glows faintly. He's changing. Hiding it from Claire, he covers his eye with a patch and helps her install iron bars on the windows. They discover the creatures can't cross iron, but the generator won't last long. Adam places Finn inside a cabinet with the baby monitor and continues studying the book. He reads about changeling children, fake infants left by the Hallow to replace real ones. Claire, uneasy, decides to check on Finn, just in time to see a creature snatch the baby into the walls. Panicked, they chase the cries through the house. Adam finds the creature in the attic and tries to save Finn, but another claw slashes his face. He falls through the trap door as the monster escapes with the baby. Claire runs into the forest following the sound through the baby monitor. Adam, half delirious, tends to his infected wounds. Claire dives into a lake to recover Finn's blanket and emerges with the baby in her arms. The monsters don't stop her. Back home, she hesitates to hand Finn to Adam, who insists that the child isn't real. He claims it's a changeling, a false child. Claire thinks he's losing his mind. When Adam presses a nail against the baby's forehead, Claire strikes him and runs, realizing his infection is spreading. She locks herself in the shed. Adam, now transforming, begs her to give up the child, his voice turning monstrous. When he breaks in, she shines light on him, revealing fungal growths spreading across his body. She escapes, leaving him behind as the house burns. In the woods, Adam, now part creature, wields a flaming scythe. He sees Iggy, also transformed. Surrounded by monsters, he discovers Cora, Colum's lost daughter, cradling a baby, the real Finn. She opens her hand, showing Finn's pacifier from the stream. Meanwhile, Claire stumbles through the dark forest, using her camera flash to keep the monsters away. The battery dies. Surrounded, she hears Adam's voice. He's holding a baby, saying it's the real one. Both infants look identical. Adam fights the creatures, urging Claire to take the right child. One of the beasts impales him, but he continues protecting her until sunrise. As the first light touches the changeling, it burns and crumbles into dust, proving Adam was right. Claire holds the real Finn as Adam takes his last breath.